Alright, in this video we're going to be covering the 5.6 physical property analysis. Now, if you don't have Mr. West in class, you may want to talk specifically to your teacher how to do this because I've rearranged mine in comparison to the Project Lead the Way site. So mine is a little different than what they're asking you to do in the Project Lead the Way site. So a quick disclaimer. My students are going to be using the OneNote binder, so if you haven't done this already, copy paste that page into your binder, and you want to open up Autodesk Inventor, and then you're going to go ahead and follow this video tutorial to complete the physical analysis of the physical properties of a part file. So after you've done copy pasting this and you have Inventor open, we need to go back and access some old part files that you've already made. You're going to need to open up 3 parts. You're going to want to open up the additive solid model, the 4.2.2 part model, and the 4.2.3 part model. So please go ahead and open up those 3 right now. And if you haven't done those, you may have to go back, or you will have to go back right now and watch the videos how to make those, because you're going to need those parts to complete this activity. So the first thing we need to do, which it's asking for, is to insert a screen clip of the eye properties for the additive brass part. The key words there are eye properties and brass part for the additive. So we need to go into the additive model, and we need to change the material of this model to brass. So to adjust your materials, you're going to go up top to where it says this generic button, and this first drop down is where you can change the material. So it's in alphabetical order, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll up, and we're going to use specifically this brass soft yellow. As soon as you click on that, you'll notice the color is going to change. It's starting to simulate the different material right on the object. But what we need to do now is go ahead and update the eye properties. So what are the eye properties and where are they? Well, let's go locate them first. So you're going to go to File, and then right here is eye properties. And I want you to get in the habit of doing this pretty much every time we're done with a part now. The last thing you should do is change the material and then update the eye properties. So you're going to go File, Eye Properties, and then this window is going to pop up. You're going to click on Physical. Now here are the physical characteristics of, or eye properties of, this part file. You'll see that it's pulling the material we just set up. It's telling you the density of that material. And then there's general properties, but they all say not available. The reason being is because we just added a material, so we need to update the eye properties. So I'm going to click Update, and now you'll notice that it has calculated the mass, area, volume, different center of gravity information, all for the part that you created with that material based on that material's density. And then you're going to go ahead and click on Close and hit Save. So that's what you're going to start doing at the end of every part file that we do from now on. You're going to set the material, depending on what it is. You're going to go to the eye properties, Physical, hit Update, and then you can review this, and then you can save. Now, what you're going to need to do is open up this eye properties again, because in the binder, it wants you to screen clip a picture of the eye properties for that part. So I'm going to go Windows Shift S, just screen clip. I just need this upper portion all the way down to that the bottom properties there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into the binder, and I'm going to paste, so Control V to paste. I don't know why it didn't work. Let's try it again. Windows Shift S, drag my box, go here, and let's try and right click paste. What's going on? Let me get that. 1 second. There we go. I was just clicking the wrong key on the keyboard. I kept pressing Control B instead of Control V for paste. And then go ahead and just kind of size this down a little bit. We don't need it super big, but we still want to be able to read these numbers. So go ahead and resize that down. And then now you can use the information for that part to answer this question, which asks, what will the total cost be to ship 100 of these additive brass parts if the shipping rate is $4.25 per pound? So you can use this information to calculate that cost. So you can use that. Please make sure you type out the equations and show your work, include units, and then finally highlight your answer in here at the very end so I can quickly see your answer. And if you don't show your work, you're not going to get the points. And then a final quick tip to answer that question, you're going to be using that mass because that's how much it weighs per part. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into 4.2.2. So you're going to go ahead and go into that one. Again, now you're going to repeat the same steps. You're going to change the material. Now for this one, I know it said polyethylene. You can use the high density one. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, now be careful. There's a polypropylene. Make sure you're grabbing the polyethylene, and we'll use the high density one for that one. So for 4.2.2, you're doing the polyethylene high density. And then go ahead and screen clip that in there. And then you're going to use and resize it, and then you're going to use that information to answer this question. How many of those parts can be made from 152 pounds of high density polyethylene? So they want to know how many parts you can make if you had 152 pounds of that material. And again, please show your work, include units, and finally highlight your answer at the very end. And then you're going to go ahead and repeat this process one more time for 4.2.3, which is this one. And you're going to change that material. We're going to be using aluminum. And we're going to specifically be using this 6061. So aluminum 6061. Update your eye properties, save the part, screen clip that into your binder, and then use that resize it and use that information to answer the following question. If it takes 1 quart of cleaning solution, if 1 quart of cleaning solution will clean 14,400 inches squared, how many quarts will be required to clean 3,000 of the aluminum parts? So again, you're going to use those eye properties. You're going to show your work, include your units, and highlight your answer at the end. And then just as a quick tip, you'll be using, notice that they're referencing area. So you're going to be using the area information that you got in the eye properties for that problem. So that is how you can analyze the physical properties of a model in Inventor after you've added a material to it and updated your eye properties. And please make sure you do that from now on at the end of every model. Now the other quick tip I do want to just give you is that if you make changes, you have to then go back at the end and update the eye property. So for example, if I was going to add in another, cutout out of this object, say I'm just going to do something really quick here, and just, and then I cut that out, right? That has now totally changed the physical properties of this. So you would have to then, again, well, your material should still be there, but then you have to go update your eye properties and save it. So if you do end up making changes to a part, just remember to always update the eye properties and save. And that's it.